Paul, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
I see you. I see you've got a Norseman t-shirt on there.
Yeah, wearing it with pride.
After a grueling cycle, straight into T2, getting ready to go for that. What was it? 42.2 kilometer
Yeah.
run. Oh my goodness! I don't know how you did it.
It's 25 kilometers flat or slightly rolling. So there were some inclines, but they weren't very severe. And then the last, then I think there's about 12 kilometers that go straight uphill, and it's 10%, so it's pretty severe. I'll tell you the truth, when I saw the videos of me running, I was almost embarrassed. It looked like it was just like an old man stumbling along. Yeah, very short stride and almost, crawling. The funny thing is, when I actually look at it, I was actually keeping up to the people around me. Yeah, not many people overtook me on that run. I think it was 5 people overtook me in the whole run, and I passed a few as well. So it's the age, but my legs were broken from the bike as well.
Yeah.
So again, the lesson on that, on the two lessons is one, I trained for the 25 kilometers, and then to walk up the hill, focused on endurance and slow training at the pace I was gonna run at. I didn't accommodate to keeping my stride long, and that's probably the shift I'm going to make going into the next race. That polarized training, doing the sprint work to keep strong legs, longer stride, and be able to accommodate that through. But the learning is how I got through that 25 kilometers, or particularly the first probably 15. I don't know how I did it. I was struggling so much. Yeah, I was focusing on anybody I could see in front of me to drive myself forward. And it's quite funny. From about 16 kilometers, everything changed. And I'd actually picked up pace. And from that point, I was good. Seeing you guys on the side of the road as support was just like an absolute, you don't know how that changes your mindset when you see the car and you see somebody waiting with some fuel, or the comments or the encouragement just absolutely lifts you. And then you went past it, and then suddenly it's just, okay, here's the wall again, and then how do we break it down?
And what nutrition were you taking in?
It's a funny thing. I'll be controversial on this one, because what my belief is, and it works, really works, as soon as my stress levels, it's not related to intensity, as soon as the stress levels go up, I'll convert to basically straight Coke. So half water, half Coke, and a salt tablet to make sure I'm still getting my electrolytes. It's really simple. It's really cheap. Goes against all these magic formulas that they're marketing to sell, this magic formulas. When you get stressed, it doesn't want to deal with that at all.
No.
What I did on the hills, on the second set of hills, halfway through, I converted to bottles of half Coke, half water, and a salt tablet. And I basically carried that right through, 3/4 of the way through the run. That's all I was having, and it works. Around about 16 or 18 kilometers, I did feel a bit nauseous. Converted to water. As soon as my stomach settled, just from having water and not loading the calories, I had basically some no-dose.
Oh yes.
Is legal. Doesn't go beyond the caffeine limits, recommended or controlled by the drug control units. Still within those limits, but it does lift your spirits, hides the fatigue. But you can only take that if you really got a strong stomach and it's in control. So with that, I had some biltong or some jerky.
That's
just
right, Joe.
Stomach, get something in there. Have the no-dose tablets. And that basically, again, just lifted me to actually get to the end of the race. But yeah, the nutrition plan really worked. Would I do anything differently? No.
Did Zombie Hill live up to its name?
Oh, absolutely. I was an absolute zombie guy. Ellie was absolutely gold. Ellie was my support.
She was absolutely brilliant.
She was absolutely brilliant. She kept me entertained, babbling on, trying to get my mind where it was going. The conversations we had to keep my mind just off where I've been and what we're going through. But Zombie Hill was tough getting to the top. I can't remember all of it. to be honest.
No, I'm not surprised. With everything that you've gone through for the rest of the day, I'm not surprised.
But when we actually got to the top of Only Hill, and then there's a little stretch out to the turnaround and back,
Yeah.
and we actually ran back, so it actually recovered a little bit by that stage. And yeah, that run back down the hill for the last 5 kilometers was actually really, really fun. 25 years of triathlon experience, going up that hill is just like just capping off triathlon career, to say, I get to the top of this. I've done what I needed to do in triathlon, and that's how it felt like. Yeah.
So you completed the race. You made good time. It was 16 hours 41. And what crazy thing are you doing next? Is Nepal on the pipeline?
What's next is I did extra Himalayas last year. Seems such a long time ago, May last year. It's unfinished business. And I want to go back to Nepal again because I absolutely love the country.
Well, why not? I'm yet to visit.
And yeah, I can go back there with the lessons from my last Nepal, with the lessons from Norseman as well. So
Absolutely.
I do these things for myself. And I also like to hopefully inspire other people to actually say, hey, if you look after your body, you eat right, and you look after your mind as well, who knows, into your senior years, 60, 70, you can still do these adventures. I heard a good saying this morning, a chap I saw with Brian. He said, you're not competing against anybody else. You're competing against yourself yesterday.
I like that one.
We're
That's
in this
good.
to grow. If we're competing against the other side, we're not necessarily growing. We may be better than them already.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Paul. Again, congratulations. After 12 years, you've got the Norseman t-shirt, loud and proud, badge of honor.
And thanks for the opportunity for the chat. It's been a good, and thank you so much for supporting, and Ellie and
100%.
as well. It was a great journey, and hopefully maybe we'll get an opportunity to do it either way. Yeah, me supporting you or something in the future. Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens next.